Good evening. Welcome to Grandma's Attic Music Review. You can see I have my little running mate with me here tonight. He's going to keep the show going in a healthy fashion. I get so excited when I go out into the community and see young, vibrant musicians doing what they do. That is such the case for our young musician tonight. I was down at the Octane, which has an open mic every Wednesday night, run by none other than our own Vince Tuckwood. And, you know, I was sitting there and I was listening and I was enjoying the vibe and it was all real cool. And then up to the mic comes this young man, and he doesn't have just his guitar with him, he's got his 12-string. And I'm like, yeah, right, whatever. He's too young to be that good. And well, needless to say, he wowed me. He didn't do covers. He did, I think, 3 originals straight in a row and just blew me away. And so I immediately ran over to him after he got done and said, I know you don't know who I am, but I have a little TV show and, you know, the whole blurb that I do. But tonight, I'd like you to help me welcome into your home the incredibly talented and I think understated Craig Osborn.
All right, thank you. Thank you for that nice introduction. That was very nice. And it just so happens that that 12-string that I had that night was there because this guitar was in the shop, so I don't usually play it too much, but there are certain songs that I do like to play it on, so I guess it worked out for me that night. But thank you again for those kind words. I'm going to start with a cover song, I Will Survive, just to kind of get things going. It's kind of one of my go-to starter songs, so I'm going to start with that, and then from there on out, it'll be all original songs. So here we go. I was afraid, I was petrified. Kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. Then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong. I grew strong, I learned how to get along. And so you're back from outer space. I just walked in to find you here with that sad look upon your face. I should have changed that stupid lock, should have made you leave your key. If I'd have known for just 1 second you'd be back to bother me. Now go, walk out the door, just turn around now. You're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with goodbye? You think I'd crumble, think I'd lay my head and die, but oh, not I'll survive. No, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. I'll survive. Whoa, 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 I'll survive. All the strength I had not to fall apart, trying hard to mend them pieces on my broken heart. I spent oh so many nights just feeling sorry for myself. I used to cry, now I hold my head up high and you see me, somebody new. Not that insane little person that's still in love with you. So you felt like dropping in, just expect me to be free. Now I'm saving all my loving for someone who's loving me. Oh, now go, walk out the door, just turn around now. You're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to break me with goodbye? You think I'd crumble, think I'd lay my head and die, but oh, not I'll survive. No, as long as I know how kind of love, I know I'll stay alive, I'll survive. Oh, 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 I'll survive. Anymore, and just like a lot of songs, it's about kind of a relationship, and it was kind of a, just kind of a messed up relationship because she already had a relationship, so that's just the short of this story. It's from a few years ago. Thoughts on my mind, but I ain't got time for thinking those thoughts no more. It's time to pack it up and get moving, 'cause where I'm at I'm losing, and I ain't gonna keep losing anymore. I'm tired of being tired and lonely and broke. I'm tired of being friendly when other people won't. Tired of seeing so much evil created by people. It's like a bad movie and I don't want to see that sequel. And I'm not gonna sit here and watch it anymore. I've been spending a lot of my money on trying to make you my honey, but I won't waste a dime on you anymore. It's time to move on from your imaginary love, 'cause yours was too little, I was far above, and I ain't gonna waste my love on you anymore. I'm tired of being tired and lonely and broke. I'm tired of being friendly when other people won't. Tired of seeing so much evil created by people. It's like a bad movie and I'm not gonna see the sequel. And I'm not gonna sit here and watch this anymore. No, not anymore. I've been spending a lot of time trying to find a reason, trying to find a rhyme, 'cause what you did still messes with my mind. You make me question people's honesty and wonder if anyone has any integrity, but at least I know that'll never, 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 never be me. I'm tired of being tired and lonely and broke. I'm tired of being friendly when other people won't. I'm tired of seeing so much evil created by people. It's like a bad movie and I'm not gonna see that sequel. And I'm not gonna sit here and watch it. No, I'm not gonna sit here and watch this. No, I'm not gonna sit here and watch this anymore. Yeah, I gotta do the change to the old 12 string real quick. This next song is called Crazy. Just kind of a, I don't know, philosophical song about problems in the world, I suppose, is a good way to sum it up real quick. I'm blind. All I see are dollars dollar signs and people standing in line. It's a nightmare where I'm forced to be. It is something I'd care not to see. And sometimes I wonder if we're all crazy, or maybe just lazy, and a bit of the two. Crazy to believe that this is a life we have to lead, and crazy to be so blind. I can't sleep, worries cloud my mind. I'm searching for an answer, but I haven't got the time. Can't we slow down and maybe take a little rest? Just pushing forward in the name of progress doesn't always turn out best. And sometimes I wonder if we're all crazy, or maybe just lazy, and a bit of the two. Crazy to believe that this is the life we have to lead, and crazy to be so blind. Crazy to believe that this is the life we have to lead, and crazy, crazy to be so blind. This next song, I wouldn't have really thought of playing, but my dad, who's kind of a big critic, I would say, he told me that he really liked this song a lot, and I wrote it like, I don't know, probably maybe almost 10 years ago now. It was one of the first songs that I wrote. So I decided to play it because he was so enthusiastic about it. And it's just kind of a short, sweet love song. At the time, I didn't have a love song, so this was like a love song about no one in particular. Doesn't make sense, but I just was like, how would I write a love song if I was going to write a love song for someone at this time? So. I've been thinking about a girl like you. I've been waiting for my dreams to come true, and it's you. It's you. Sometimes you don't realize what you know is true. I've been wondering how I would know. Would I let that perfect one go and just slip from my grip, right out of my fingertips? But I swear you're not going anywhere. There won't be any more trips. 'Cause I've been hoping I would find my way. I always knew there'd be a brighter day with you. With you. 'Cause just the hugging and kissing with you. 'Cause I've been looking for the girl I love way up in the stars above. Luckily I found you were on earth too, and I'm just happy that I found you. 'Cause I've been thinking about a girl like you. I've been waiting for my dreams to come true, and it's you. Yeah, it's you. Switch back to the 12/6 string on the next one. Apologies, sorry for that. All right. Well, after that loudness, this next song is called Tigers, and this was written kind of with my uncle as an inspiration because he was from India and he would tell me stories about tigers in the jungle and whatnot. There's a mention of volcanoes. He never mentioned anything about volcanoes. I just threw that in there because it sounded good. But anyway, this song is called Tigers. You told me tales of tigers in the jungle. You told me tales of volcanoes that would rumble. Stories I can't be sure were true. But all of these tales pale at the wonder that I had for you. Deep amidst the thinking maze of vines and overgrown trees, there's a man that's watching over you that seems to float away with the breeze. So if you think you can do what you please, you better get down on your knees and start begging, begging. You better start begging, begging. Far beyond the jungle haze and sunlight star bleeds, there's a man with honor wandering through. And when he stops to make his judgments, I hope he ain't judging you. No, no, I hope he ain't judging you. No, no. So if you think that you can do what you please, you better get down on your knees and start begging, begging. You better start begging, begging, begging. Next one is also a really, really old song that I kind of just revived recently. Another song that kind of, I don't know exactly where the inspiration came from. It was just another kind of sort of love song, and I wanted to, just a song that was like more of a story. So I don't know. It's weird how songs come together sometimes, because this didn't really have any particular inspiration, but it's just kind of my thoughts on like what it would be like if you were trying to get home to someone kind of in the midst of a storm and you really wanted to get home to them but you couldn't. So this song is called Driving. I've been driving for so long, I I've been driving for hours through rain and snow, but I know everything will be alright if I get to you. Yes, I know before morning light I'm gonna make it home to you. Got the pedal to the floor, I don't know if this car can take much more. I'm hungry and I'm tired, but I just passed another store. I'd stop and rest for a minute or two, but all I see is you in my rear view. Girl, I'm coming home to you. I've been driving, but it takes so long. When everybody's going slow and the radio just played our favorite song. No, I'll never shut my eyes until I see yours staring back in mine. Yeah, I'm coming home to you. 'Cause I've been driving for so long and too fast. I've been driving and think I'm almost out of gas. But I know I'll make it home before the night is through. Together we'll weather this storm, me and you. And I know I'll find my way before the light of day. Not even God can stop me from finding you. Not even God can stop me from finding you. Even God can't stop me from loving you. Next song is called Moving On, and kind of makes sense because I wrote it when I was moving from my house that I lived in from the time I was born until I was, I guess, about 21 at the time. So I was just kind of a little bit of sad undertones, but also kind of some positivity about, you know, being optimistic about the future and whatnot. So. Some people say that moving on ain't easy. In fact, it's harder when you have no choice. Like another face in the crowd crying out loud. Problem is when we all scream different things together, no one has a voice. Some people think that moving on won't happen. They build their lives around what they have. But when things begin to change between people or from a hurricane, those people end up farthest from glad. Moving on, moving on, moving on, moving on, moving on. Moving on, moving on, moving on, moving on, I'm moving on, moving on. Some people say that moving on's a good thing. Change, it can make you a better man. But if you only get better through change. I guess I find that kind of strange, 'cause I don't plan to change who I am. Moving on, moving on, moving on, moving on, moving on. I'm moving on, moving on, moving on, moving on. I'm moving on, I'm moving on. In the end, I guess that I must move on. Pack up my things and move along. 'Cause I made enough memories here to last me at least 100 years. It's time for someone else to make their own. So I'll say goodbye to my home. And the only life I've ever known. Though I may be gone, my heart, it lives on. In this place, when I'm gone. Moving on, moving on, moving on, moving on. I'm moving on, I'm moving on, moving on, moving on, moving on. I'm moving on, I'm moving on. Moving on, moving on, I'm moving on, yes, I'm moving on, moving on, I'm moving on, moving on, moving on, moving on, moving on. Switch to the 12 string here soon. I got it all. Oh, yes. Next is a 12 string. I'm scared of that plug. I also need. Alright, next song is a little slower one. This one is called Uncertainty. In these moments of uncertainty, I need you more than ever before. In these moments of uncertainty, when I can't tell the ceiling from the floor, I need you more than ever before. And I can't seem to find a place in my mind to give me comfort, the comfort that you bring. So in these moments of uncertainty, feel like it's destiny knocking. In these moments of uncertainty, I don't want my boat to be rocking, and you're the storm that tosses me around. If I catch another wave, it might send me to my grave. But somehow, in this moment, you comfort me. So in these moments of uncertainty, you give me hope where I had none. In these moments of uncertainty, I stand my ground when I probably should run. And in the darkness, you are my sun. And without you, I'd be lost, just another ship that got tossed and abandoned in the depths of history. In these moments of uncertainty. Stick with the 12 on this one. This one is called New Man. Also kind of written around the same time that I was moving, so. Well, I'm riding high, then I fall too low, 'cause I'm confused on which way to go. I've been running in circles, but I don't know what for. All I know is I'm not running anymore, 'cause I'm a new man. Got me a new plan, yeah. 'Cause I've done the best I can, and now I changed my plan. I'm a new man. New man. No, 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 I'm not the same anymore. No, 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 not anymore. So will you fly with me, or stay on the ground below? 'Cause I'm no longer confused on which way to go. But there aren't any more circles, and I've opened all the doors. 'Cause I decided not to run anymore, 'cause I'm a new man. Got me a new plan, yeah, 'cause I've done the best I can. Now I changed my plan. I'm a new man, new man. No, 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 I'm not the same anymore. No, 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 not anymore. No, 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 I'm not the same anymore. No, 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 not anymore. Well, I'm riding high, then I fall too low, 'cause I'm confused on which way to go. I've been running in circles, but I don't know what for. All I know is I'm not running anymore. All I know is I'm not running anymore. Made a list, but I didn't organize it. I kept it the way it was because I thought it was going to be good luck. So I thought about rewriting my list in order. Jesus. Apparently, I gotta be careful with this chord, so apologies for that again. This song is a much newer song. I just wrote this probably, maybe a month or 2 months ago. So, I won't say exactly what it's about because it's about someone else. So, we'll just leave it at that. You've been running for so long, you see, that I'm starting to think I'm chasing you away from me and I'm getting tired. Oh, so tired. The glass is half full, at least that's what they say. But I haven't had a drink in many a day and I'm feeling thirsty. Oh Lord, so thirsty, 'cause I'm sick and tired of trying to pretend that me and you could somehow be friends. That's just a wasted thought and just wasted time, because I understand that it's part of your plan and you'll never be mine. Oh, that's just wasted time. You're just wasted time. You're just wasted time. Wasted time. You must get so tired from always being so wired. Why don't you just unwind? Let's just pretend that we're gonna sit underneath the trees, gonna waste some time, but you don't wanna spend no time with me, and that's just fine. Whoa, that's just fine. 'Cause I'm sick and tired of trying to pretend that me and you could somehow be friends. That's just a wasted thought and just wasted time, because I understand that it's part of your plan and you'll never be mine. Whoa, that's just wasted time. You're just wasted time. You're just wasted time. You're wasted time. Building castles and breaking them 'cause they're made out of sand. How could you hold the world in the palm of your hand and just let it slip? How could you just let it slip? But now I see that you're crazier than me. Now I see that you're just plain crazy and a waste of my time. Oh, a waste of my time. 'Cause I'm sick and tired of trying to pretend that me and you could somehow be friends. That's just a wasted thought and just wasted time, because I understand that it's part of your plan and you'll never be mine. Whoa, that's just wasted time. You're just wasted time. You're just wasted time. You're just wasted time. Wasted time.
Nice.
Yeah, that's actually perfect timing.
See?
Perfect.
See?
One last one. All right. That's one of my favorite
Well,
songs.
Craig is coming over. Let me just talk to you about our friends and neighbors. You know, we live in a community that's small and intimate, and we need to know the people that we live next door to. I don't know if you know your neighbor, but if you don't, would you take a minute just to greet them, say hello, maybe find out if they have any needs? Maybe you have an elderly couple or an elderly single person that lives next door to you. See if they have food in their fridge. See if they have anything that they might need. Make sure that their pets are taken care of. You know, as neighbors, we have a responsibility to our community to make sure that we're all living in peace and tranquility, and we need to be able to help each other. It's so important to be there for one another. It's, I think, something that's been lost in translation with the internet and all of us walking around being on our phones all the time. We forget to communicate. So communicate with your neighbors, would you? I'm going to talk to Craig now. Hey.
Hello.
Welcome to my show.
I'm glad to be here. It's awesome.
You've never done this?
No, never done anything like this. It's weird with all the lights and the cameras. But
How cool is that? I am so excited. Ever since the first time I saw you play, I've been excited about you. I've talked about you to a number of people. Let's just put it out there. I was excited about you and your music. What made you think that you should sing?
honestly, I kind of fell into it because when I was in high school, I played bass initially, again, because I kind of just fell into that because we needed a bass player. A couple of my other friends played guitar, and my other friend played drums. And just no one really wanted to sing. We had one friend that we tried to make the singer. He didn't want any part of it, so then I was just like, all right, I'll do it. And I wasn't very good at first, you know. I just listened back to the old recordings, like, man, how did I ever
You actually
turn
have
it out
a very
somewhat
good voice.
halfway decent? Thank you. I would never try to think too
Well,
highly of myself.
your father must have seen something in you. He's been encouraging you to do your music for a long time, and he saw something. What'd you say? That song was written 10 years ago, the one that he asked you to play,
It's
that
You.
you decided to you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I've been at it for a while. You know, I have the waves of creativity, and it's past probably. Just recently, I kind of got back into playing more, but before that, I hadn't played for a few years. Really, I didn't.
Do you
pick
think
up the
that
guitar.
the open mic wave of now, because there's so many open mics all the time, do you think that the in thing of open mic helped you to get out and start doing what you do?
Yes, I think definitely. Part of it was I just wanted to get out. Like sometimes I just kind of sit in and I play, and you play inside your house, but it's like no one's getting to hear you. So it's nice if you write a nice song, but it's much more rewarding to have go out and have someone like you or someone else be like, wow, that was a really nice song. Or one night at Octane, some guy was like, who wrote that song? It was like, I did. So it's like It's good when you get those feelings, that satisfaction. So once you get out there and actually get over that hurdle of like getting back out and doing it again, then it's, you get the awesome rewards
Absolutely.
from it. Instead of staying a shut-in musician inside your house,
I think that songwriters that don't get their music out there lose the valuable piece of the puzzle, which is the community. I'm big on community, and I think that we all need to have one and love one. But I think that songwriters that sit in their house and write songs miss out on getting to know how people feel about their music. What made you start writing music?
I thought you might ask me that. I was trying to ponder that on the way over here. I don't know exactly what made me. It's just one of those things where I've switched from the bass to the guitar, because you can't really play bass and write songs and sing by yourself. So I just kind of by default switched over to the guitar, and I don't really know. It just kind of happened. I can't think of the first song that I wrote, but I guess I've always been into music and creativity. I started playing trumpet first, so I played trumpet for a whole number of years before
Nice.
that. So I started that in 4th grade and took private lessons with Jose Cordero, who lives in Mystic. If he ever happens to see this, hi Jose.
Shout out.
He's awesome. He's one of those guys who picks up the trumpet and you're just like, he plays with the Coast Guard band and all that stuff, so he's amazing. So I wish I stayed on that a little bit more. I could still pick it up. A trumpet's, a tough instrument to just pick up and get right back to where you were, because you got to build up the chops and all stuff like that. But to make my long story long, I don't know exactly what made me start writing songs. It's just the satisfaction sometimes. You put something together and it comes out and you're like, that's weird. Like, I wrote that. You start playing, you play it for people, and it's just kind of cool to have this thing that you created and something that's going to, if you record it, it's going to kind of last forever, so to speak. But it's just kind of a neat feeling.
Are you in the process of putting down a recording?
That's a goal. I wouldn't say I'm in the process. I kind of been slacking a little bit over the past couple months in my playing and stuff, but that is ultimately the goal, because I wanted to have more stuff that I could point people to and be like, download this song here. But I mean, I have my Facebook music, Facebook.
Yep.
There's was it Craig Osborn music, but just have some YouTube videos and stuff like that. But I want to get into a studio and get some actual recordings and fill out some of my songs. My songs, I would say I'm not the greatest guitar player in the world, but a lot of my songs I can just hear them like filled out with a band. And I had a friend that was playing cajon with me and bass, and even just that just fills out and drives some of my songs that I like them as they are, but I can hear them. And like that's the last song.
So you can hear music playing in your head when
like
you're
that
writing
last
a
song, Wasted. Well, that last song, Wasted Time. Like when I was playing it for my dad, it was the last night because I was practicing, and I just jamming. I can just kind of hear the horns in the background because it's kind of like a soulful kind of upbeat song.
Soulful. That's an angry song.
I guess
you're pissed off.
Yeah.
Let's face it.
Well, it wasn't about me. So I'll say that. But that person should be pissed off. I would have been pissed off. So I guess it was angry, but I could just hear like just the whole thing. Just that it needs a little band driving. It's good like it is. I'm not gonna say I don't like my song, but I can just hear that full.
Do you have any songs that you don't like?
I have songs that I like less than others.
Okay.
I mean, I
That's
don't
honest.
I mean, I've written songs, of course, that I don't like, and there's songs that I phased out, and I was like, I go back to it. But some things I changed. Like there's a song "Happy" that I wrote a long time ago that I haven't played at all recently because there's just been like a couple lyrics that I didn't like. But I'm trying to fix it around because I had a lot of people back when I wrote it that just really liked it because it's just a happy, the happy song. So,
the happy song. Yeah,
but,
that's nice.
But I don't know.
So you have a classical music background. Were your parents musical?
My mom, no. My dad, I think he played. I'm not sure exactly what he did. He's a decent singer. He's just like a closet singer. He sings to himself and stuff.
Nice.
But he's got a pretty good voice. And beyond that, I think he might have played a little something. But he was more the musical one. My mom, I love my mom. But she's not the musical one in the family. She doesn't have the greatest voice or anything. But she's very supportive, and that's all you can really you can ever ask for in a mom and a dad. So there you go. So I got it from someone. So that's
You
all
did.
I care.
What is your biggest inspiration when you're writing a song? Obviously, your songs happen in your head without you doing too much to think about them. But what makes you write a song?
It's usually I'm just fiddling around. This is what happens. I'm fiddling around. I'm playing just whatever, some cover songs and some of my original songs, and I just start playing something. I just play a little little riff on the guitar. I'm like, hey, that sounds kind of cool. And I just play a little bit more, and I start humming a little bit. And I'm like, oh, that sounds like a good little melody for the lyrics. And I start jotting down the lyrics once I kind of have an idea of how the flow would be in my head, and I just kind of go from there. But I never really intentionally sit down and be like, I'm gonna write a song. It's just like something I hear and I like, and I'm like, I think I could work with that. Half the time it doesn't work out, but sometimes it does. I usually say some of my best songs were the ones that I wrote the fastest. Like there's one song, I think it was New Man, that I wrote when I was commuting up to Yukon, and I had a little break in between classes, and I have this little baby backpacker guitar, a little Martin backpacker that's tiny. And I just was out in my car fiddling around with that, and I ended up like jotting down the lyrics and figuring that out because I think I had just a couple of the chords in my head, but I didn't have any idea for the lyrics. And I just started going, I started writing, and the next thing you know, like 10 minutes later, I had the song. And it seems to be, I go back and fix them, of course. They're not perfect from the start, but they're just like the general framework of my songs. The best ones seem to be the ones that kind of just start clicking.
Now, have you taken any music classes at UConn? Have you taken any music writing or music theory or any of that?
Not when I went to UConn. I kind of, I don't want to say bailed, but I just kind of moved away from like focusing on like studying music. I did when I was in high school.
Okay.
I took a bunch of music theory and stuff that's kind of slipped my mind that I wish didn't slip my mind, but I just need to get it back. I don't have the theory and stuff on the guitar as much as I did for trumpet. I kind of just play guitar based on what sounds good. I mean, I know what I'm playing, but it's just I don't really say I'm going to write in the key of this or anything like that.
What is your opinion of the musicians that hit open mics?
The musicians, yeah. I think they're all unique and awesome in their own way. You never really know what to expect. They're all awesome people. It's great to go out and meet them and talk to some of them. And like you said, it's great to get compliments from people that you also know are musicians as well, because it's nice to hear it from people that aren't, but it's probably a little bit better to hear it from someone that has musical background and a musical ear, because I guess you could say their opinion's a little bit more out worth, but not to say, like I said, that I don't appreciate someone that's not a musician. But yeah, you just never know what to expect. It's always a fun time, so I always appreciate those. And it's nice to have them there, because it's usually the musicians and the people that are there to play that are listening, that are not, they're chatting like you find when you go out and play at a bar or whatever. They're there and listening to you. So that's what's nice about the open mics too.
Now you do play out, and you play out on a pretty regular basis. Do you have any upcoming gigs? This will air on the 28th of October, so if you want to go out past that, if you can, where are places that people can find you playing on a regular basis?
Unfortunately, that's not the case. I don't really have that many gigs.
Okay.
I wish I do. I had been doing a lot of open mics. I had a couple down on the waterfront in New London that I had over the summer. But right now, currently, I honestly have
nothing.
I have absolutely.
That's too bad.
Nothing.
I think that people should see the show and rectify that and get a hold of you on Facebook. Is that where people can find you?
Yes. Craig Osborn Music.
Craig Osborn Music.
Yeah. Osborn spelled Osborn, no E.
Right. There is a Craig Osborn, which is actually on Instagram with an E at the end of Osborn.
Oh, is he famous?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. But you're up there on Instagram too. So we hooked into the right one, I'm pretty sure. So that's a wonderful thing. What is your plan for music? What do you plan to do with your music?
I mean, the beauty of music is you never really lose it, and you just only continue to get better. Mm-hmm. So the goal is eventually to link up with some people and get a band of some sort going once I kind of get a little more situated in my life and whatnot. But that's the ultimate goal, and to start playing around locally. I mean, I would love to do, it's nice to play at bars and stuff, but like I was just saying, it's sometimes you find yourself in places where people, just background music. So people aren't there to listen. So it's nice to play at places where, you're opening for someone like, someone small. It'd be awesome. Like there's a guy, folk singer, Vance Gilbert, that I've seen down at the Catherine Hepburn. And
he's pretty amazing.
You know Vance Gilbert? Yeah,
of course.
He's absolutely, just his voice is just, you're just like, holy moly when you hear that man sing.
People are going to say that about you.
I could not hold a feather to Vance Gilbert. He just fills up an auditorium, and I hope to be half the singer that he is one day.
You're an incredible songwriter, and I find your voice to be engaging and compelling. So those are words from me. And I mean, I'm not saying I'm anybody. I'm telling you my opinion. And
you obviously hear a lot of people, so it means a lot to me.
I think that you should absolutely keep doing what you're doing. Would you be willing to take us out with a song?
Of course.
I would love to have that happen. I thank you so much for coming and doing the Grandma's Attic Music Review. It's been so much fun to have you here. I hope you get an album together and come back.
That I can do that.
Okay, you do that. Make sure you unhook when you're on your way out.
Oh yeah. Yank this thing along with me.
Yep, absolutely. While Craig is getting back into his spot to take us out with a song, let me remind you that we have down at the Hygienic now a music series going on once a month. I believe that the next one is the 16th of November, and you can find out more at hygienicarts.org. And I think that you will be very pleased with the music that you're going to see and hear down there. So make sure you check out your local galleries. Make sure you check out your local music venues. If we don't get out and support local music, it will die. That's just all there is to it. There's a bunch of open mics in the area. Check out your local paper. Look and see where people are playing and what's going on with that. And until next week, everybody, I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful week. Let's let Craig take us out with a song. Bye-bye and God bless.
All right, well, thank you again for having me. This has been an awesome experience. The last song, again, is an original song. This is called Someone Else. It's just kind of about, I guess it's about someone specific, but it's just also about not looking to find your happiness in yourself in someone else, that you just need to be happy with yourself first. So. I don't know where you're going, but ever since then I've been running against the wind. It's like everywhere I turn, you're there, then you disappear. I tell myself tomorrow, then there goes another year. How long? How long will you be? Well, I travel around the world in hopes to find myself. All along I knew I was looking for someone else, but you can't find yourself in someone else. No, you can't find yourself in someone else. No, no. So I gathered up my courage and I built me a wall, but it's not the kind of wall you can see at all, but I promise it's there, tangled in my head beneath the twisted thoughts and hair.